you've lost your key to a Jeep, a solo Jeep key, come visit us over here. We have it for you.
Drink don't need no mix. What the hell is this? I'm trying to get fatty, baby. This won't get me lit. The drink don't need no mix. I need more than this. I'm trying to get fatty, baby. This won't get me lit. The drink don't need no mix. Trying to get to my level. 2-4 shots of some constant ring. I usually don't mix with this because I ain't no. Trying to see why this room is still. Everyone wants to supply on the stand still. I don't know, but this drink I'm spitting. Turned up every day, you can tell if you win. Stay lit out tequila, shaboos, no wins. We tipsy and one every girl, she pretty cute. Tell my folks that it's all me and you. Just play for your try, they say take it. We living and took us a shot. We been rocking that shit, getting money and win. I just think I'm trying to get me in and Grammy. I ask for whatever come with. Matter of fact, take a shot, make a strip up. The drink don't need no mix. What the hell is this? I'm trying to get fatty, baby. This won't get me lit. The drink don't need no mix. I need more than this. I'm trying to get fatty, baby. This won't get me lit. The drink don't need no mix. The drink don't need no mix.
Let's welcome your Vail Yeti.
Good evening from Dobson Arena in Vail, Colorado. Tonight we have the Vail Yeti taking on the Chicago Misfits in their second contest of the weekend. I have Luke Sandler with me. I'm Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey. Luke, welcome to the booth up here.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
The second game is always an interesting game, right? You've gotten a chance to play these guys now, the Yeti, 3 times. And coming off of last night's game, how do you look at this night's game? How do you treat it a little bit differently, maybe?
I think we just try to fix some of the mistakes we had last night. Like I said, when you're on your second game and the weekend, I think your legs are underneath you now. You're kind of used to the altitude. You're kind of used to that feeling now. So I think it's just kind of trying to, get a lead and try to stick with it.
Speaking of the altitude, we talked about it with Ustaski a little bit. Does it really affect you? Do you feel it at this point?
I think you do in certain ways. It definitely with your lungs and your breathing. I mean, your legs are always going to kind of, be there, and it also kind of bug you in a way too. But I think the more conditioning the guys, train for stuff, it will be. But yeah, it's going to start off, you're breathing heavy a bit, and then once you kind of get used to the breathing, so got down here Wednesday, get used to it. You ski, kind of, do some workouts, kind of get your body acclimated to it. But
was today a ski day?
Just a couple hours. Had to get enough burn the legs. Just a little warm up. But then after that, you got to calm it down.
That's always good. I mean, if you're going to come to Vail, you got to at least partake a little bit.
Have to. I love the skiing. I haven't done it in like forever. Last year was the first time I did it in like over 20 years. Now I feel like I'm a freaking pro at it now. I'm like obsessed with it.
Well, you got a pretty good weekend up here. You got a blue blur day yesterday. Today was a little cloudy, but not a bad day. So let's go back to the game a bit. So yesterday, the Yeti, you jump out on them. You've got a lead on them, but they're able to come back, and they end up winning, going away a little bit. What was the feeling in the locker room afterwards? When you talk about cleaning up some things, talk a little bit about that.
I mean, locker room's out again. You're here also, to have fun away, but also your guys are competitive and you want to win. So I mean, like it sucks to kind of come here. You start off with a 3-1 lead, then you kind of let them climb back. Go to locker room in the first period, you're pretty pissed off. You give up 3-4 straight. And it's not really a great feeling, but it's kind of just again cleaning up the D zone, trying to find ways to keep the puck in their zone, attack them. You score, you just try to hold the lead. And the biggest thing for us is protecting our zone. I mean, they're a very good team at spreading the puck out in the O zone, working the plays, and doing the stuff they need to do. So for us, it's just trying to, keep a simple game and protect our D zone. We
were talking about pivotal moments in last night's game. And one of the pivotal moments I felt was that you had the Yeti down 3-1. And keep in mind, last year you had the Yeti down 3-1 in both games. You had them down again. You were trying to step on the neck, trying to do that, and they climbed back in it. And at the end of the first period, they get a goal with 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
What does that do to you psychologically as you go into the locker room? You're trailing only by 1, but you're trailing after you played a heck of a first period.
That's only 1 period. There's 2 periods left, but that is definitely, that's something we don't like. That definitely kind of brings you down a bit because I said you're up 3-1. They climb back, it's 3-3, 5 seconds left, they score. It's just such a terrible feeling. But, you go in the locker room, you're a bit pissed off, but you got to try to change it quick because if not, you come out, you're flat-footed, you're screwed.
You had a goalie change in the middle of the game. And all of a sudden, you come in and playing a terrific game was Borgard.
Yeah.
In the end, he's making save after save. He's incredible. He's keeping you guys in this thing. I mean, you get a guy like that. He comes in for Caden Edwards. And does that give you a lift when your goalie's playing like that behind you?
It does.
Good evening from Dobson Arena in Vail, Colorado. Tonight we have the Vail Yeti taking on the Chicago Misfits in their second contest of the weekend. I have Luke Sandler with me. I'm Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey. Luke, welcome to the booth up here.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
The second game is always an interesting game, right? You've gotten a chance to play these guys now, the Yeti, 3 times. And coming off of last night's game, how do you look at this night's game? How do you treat it a little bit differently, maybe?
I think we just try to fix some of the mistakes we had last night. Like I said, when you're on your second game and the weekend, I think your legs are underneath you now. You're kind of used to the altitude. You're kind of used to that feeling now. So I think it's just kind of trying to, get a lead and try to stick with it.
Speaking of the altitude, we talked about it with Ustaski a little bit. Does it really affect you? Do you feel it at this point?
I think you do in certain ways. It definitely with your lungs and your breathing. I mean, your legs are always going to kind of, be there, and it also kind of bug you in a way too. But I think the more conditioning the guys, train for stuff, it will be. But yeah, it's going to start off, you're breathing heavy a bit, and then once you kind of get used to the breathing, so got down here Wednesday, get used to it. You ski, kind of, do some workouts, kind of get your body acclimated to it. But
was today a ski day?
Just a couple hours. Had to get enough burn the legs. Just a little warm up. But then after that, you got to calm it down.
That's always good. I mean, if you're going to come to Vail, you got to at least partake a little bit.
Have to. I love the skiing. I haven't done it in like forever. Last year was the first time I did it in like over 20 years. Now I feel like I'm a freaking pro at it now. I'm like obsessed with it.
Well, you got a pretty good weekend up here. You got a blue blur day yesterday. Today was a little cloudy, but not a bad day. So let's go back to the game a bit. So yesterday, the Yeti, you jump out on them. You've got a lead on them, but they're able to come back, and they end up winning, going away a little bit. What was the feeling in the locker room afterwards? When you talk about cleaning up some things, talk a little bit about that.
I mean, locker room's out again. You're here to have fun away, but also you guys are competitive and you want to win. So I mean, like it sucks to kind of come here. You start off with a 3-1 lead, then you kind of let them climb back. Go to locker room in the first period, you're pretty pissed off. You give up 3-4 straight. And it's not really a great feeling, but it's kind of just again cleaning up the D zone, trying to find ways to keep the puck in their zone, attack them. You score, and you just try to hold the lead. And the biggest thing for us is protecting our zone. I mean, they're a very good team at spreading the puck out in the O zone, working the plays, and doing the stuff they need to do. So for us, it's just trying to, keep a simple game and protect our D zone. We
were talking about pivotal moments in last night's game. And one of the pivotal moments I felt was that you had the Yeti down 3-1. And keep in mind, last year you had the Yeti down 3-1 in both games. You had them down again. You were trying to step on the neck, trying to do that, and they climbed back in it. And at the end of the first period, they get a goal with 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
What does that do to you psychologically as you go into the locker room? You're trailing only by 1, but you're trailing after you played a heck of a first period.
That's only 1 period. There's 2 periods left, but that is definitely, that's something we don't like. That definitely kind of brings you down a bit because I said you're up 3-1. They climb back, it's 3-3, 5 seconds left, they score. It's just such a terrible feeling. But, you go in the locker room, you're a bit pissed off, but you got to try to change it quick because if not, you come out, you're flat-footed, you're screwed.
You had a goalie change in the middle of the game. And all of a sudden, you come in and playing a terrific game was Borgard.
Yeah.
In the end, he's making save after save. He's incredible. He's keeping you guys in this thing. I mean, you get a guy like that. He comes in for Caden Edwards. And does that give you a lift when your goalie's playing like that behind you?
It does for sure. I said, Caden's great. And again, it was a little bit more maintenance stuff for Caden. So for that, we kind of, to be safe, you kind of give, the new guy a spot. And he comes in, he makes some big saves. It gets the guys pumped up. You get excited on the bench. You're banging your stick. That gives you a level kind of excitement to kind of get back out there and, start hopefully putting the puck in the net and attacking them.
Okay, let's talk about your team. You're on that second line. You're a left winger. You come in. You get a couple of goals. How does that feel? Last year, I don't think you scored when you were here. This year, you get a couple of goals.
Last year, actually, we had a couple that weren't called in. Actually, we actually reviewed them. Funny thing is, they actually went in. We just had some tough reffing, but it's all right though. I'm not going to get fined for that saying that, so I'm okay with it.
No, it isn't. The Mountain League isn't going to track you down and give you that. But of course, Shaw Hockey Productions. Mike Shaw here has all the replays with the camera behind there. So
hey,
you're right.
It's funny thing is, Nick actually watched it. He was like, dude, pure goal. So what can you do? But no, I mean, it's a great feeling to come here. But again, at the end of the day, you're trying to do what you can to help the team win and try to help the guys.
Right.
It's a great feeling because again, you're the first goal. You take a 3-1 lead. Then the second goal was a goal kind of get us back. I think it was 6-4. So you're kind of getting close. It's getting the excitement. It just would have been nice if we could have jumped a little bit tighter after that, A
little bit tighter.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you come here. You had a college career. You had a youth hockey career. Talk a little bit about that. You're from the Chicago area. You've got some fans back there. Tell us where you played and how you got to where you are today. How you are the success you are today.
Thank you. So no, I mean I started off obviously starting off in like the Johnny's Jets it was called back in the day, and then I went to Chicago Blues, Central States, then I went to Team Illinois AAA. Played there forever, and then I made the jump to Culver Academy, prep school in Indiana. Actually, where like Jeffrey on, Hibbler, Moles.
Yep.
Moles went there too. Unbelievable. Went there for 2 years, and luckily, I did well enough. I got a chance to go to USHL at a young age. Played in the USHL, kind of bounced around a little bit, and kind of found my footing back in the BCHL when I was like 18, 19 years old. Kind of played there for a couple years. Lucky enough again to go to Lake Superior State, play there, and then from there I kind of decided school maybe wasn't best fit for me. I kind of want to start playing that professional kind of game, and I got a chance to play in the ECHL. I did some SPHL as well, and then finished off in the ECHL. Obviously, the COVID year kind of stopped us and everything, but then after that, just kind of I started doing real estate and kind of stuck with it. But
okay, so what was the highlight of your ECHL career?
I mean, one of my games in Kalamazoo, I had a hat trick. That was pretty cool.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Now, we had a special guest last night in between periods who said she met you on the hockey trail. Where did you guys meet?
We met when I was playing in Knoxville. That was in the SPHL, so I was playing there, and fortunately, I got to meet my wife when I was playing there. So then from there, I went to Elmira in the ECHL, and we kind of stayed talking together. And then from there, just went forward, and I'm married now and everything. So.
Do you have kids?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, terrific. This is wonderful. We love having you guys come out here.
Oh, we love it.
It is such a delight to have all of your fans come out. You guys put on a great show. You got great uniforms. That's something that I really appreciate.
You know what? Good job to Nick. The red ones. Oh my God, those are so sweet.
Nick's done an incredible job.
He's done a great job, man. You got the barn hockey too. How about that? I give them a shout out. I'm not going to get in trouble. That I might get fined for. I don't give them a shout out.
You might get a fine in the locker room. You got to keep that to yourself. But anyway, we're really happy to have you guys out here. Hopefully you come out here again next year and we get to do it again.
Always.
I'm getting to know you guys. I'm going to be your hometown announcer for you guys pretty soon.
I love that. That's a good sign.
Well, maybe I'll come out to Chicago. Just
love to have you.
Give me a United flight there. First class.
Whatever you need.
Okay. Sounds good. So we've got the upcoming Yeti versus Misfits game. Luke Sandler here. Thank you very much for joining us.
I really appreciate
Good luck
it.
tonight and have fun.
Thank you so
Good
much.
night. Good evening from Dobson Arena in Vail, Colorado. Tonight we have the Vail Yeti taking on the Chicago Misfits in their second contest of the weekend. I have Luke Sandler with me. I'm Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey. Luke, welcome to the booth up here.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
The second game is always an interesting game, right? You've gotten a chance to play these guys now, the Yeti, 3 times. And coming off of last night's game, how do you look at this night's game? How do you treat it a little bit differently, maybe?
I think we just try to fix some of the mistakes we had last night. Like I said, when you're on your second game and the weekend, I think your legs are underneath you now. You're kind of used to the altitude. You're kind of used to that feeling now. So I think it's just kind of trying to, get a lead and try to stick with it.
Speaking of the altitude, we talked about it with Ustaski a little bit. Does it really affect you? Do you feel it at this point?
I think you do in certain ways. It definitely with your lungs and your breathing. I mean, your legs are always going to kind of, be there, and it also kind of bug you in a way too. But I think the more conditioning the guys, train for stuff, it will be. But yeah, it's going to start off, you're breathing heavy a bit, and then once you kind of get used to the breathing, so got down here Wednesday, get used to it. You ski, kind of, do some workouts, kind of get your body acclimated to it. But
was today a ski day?
Just a couple hours. Had to get enough burn the legs. Just a little warm up. But then after that, you got to calm it down.
That's always good. I mean, if you're going to come to Vail, you got to at least partake a little bit.
Have to. I love the skiing. I haven't done it in like forever. Last year was the first time I did it in like over 20 years. Now I feel like I'm a freaking pro at it now. I'm like obsessed with it.
Well, you got a pretty good weekend up here. You got a blue day yesterday. Today was a little cloudy, but not a bad day. So let's go back to the game a bit. So yesterday, the Yeti, you jump out on them. You've got a lead on them, but they're able to come back, and they end up winning, going away a little bit. What was the feeling in the locker room afterwards? When you talk about cleaning up some things, talk a little bit about that.
I mean, locker room's out again. You're here to have fun away, but also you guys are competitive and you want to win. So I mean, like it sucks to kind of come here. You start off with a 3-1 lead, then you kind of let them climb back. Go locker room in the first period, you're pretty pissed off. You give up 3-4 straight. And it's not really a great feeling, but it's kind of just again cleaning up the D zone, trying to find ways to keep the puck in their zone, attack them. You score, you just try to hold the lead. And the biggest thing for us is protecting our zone. I mean, they're a very good team at spreading the puck out in the O zone, working the plays, and doing the stuff they need to do. So for us, it's just trying to, keep a simple game and protect our D zone. We
were talking about pivotal moments in last night's game. And one of the pivotal moments I felt was that you had the Yeti down 3-1. And keep in mind, last year you had the Yeti down 3-1 in both games. You had them down again. You were trying to step on the neck, trying to do that, and they climbed back in it. And at the end of the first period, they get a goal with 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
What does that do to you psychologically as you go into the locker room? You're trailing only by 1, but you're trailing after you played a heck of a first period.
That's only 1 period. There's 2 periods left, but that is definitely, that's something we don't like. That definitely kind of brings you down a bit because I said you're up 3-1. They climb back. It's 3-3. 5 seconds left. They score. It's just such a terrible feeling. But, you go in the locker room, you're a bit pissed off. You got to try to change it quick because if not, you come out, you're flat-footed, you're screwed.
You had a goalie change in the middle of the game. And all of a sudden, you come in and playing a terrific game was Borgard.
Yeah.
In the end, he's making save after save. He's incredible. He's keeping you guys in this thing. I mean, you get a guy like that. He comes in for Caden Edwards. And does that give you a lift when your goalie's playing like that behind you?
It does for sure. I said, Caden's great. And again, it was a little bit more maintenance stuff for Caden. So for that, we kind of, to be safe, you kind of give, the new guy a spot. And he comes in, he makes some big saves. It gets the guys pumped up. You get excited on the bench. You're banging your stick. That gives you a level kind of excitement to kind of get back out there and, start putting the puck in the net and attacking them.
Okay, let's talk about your team. You're on that second line. You're a left winger. You come in. You get a couple of goals. How does that feel? Last year, I don't think you scored when you were here. This year, you get a couple of goals.
Last year, actually, we had a couple that weren't called in. Actually, we actually reviewed them. Funny thing is, they actually went in. We just had some tough reffing, but it's all right though. I'm not going to get fined for saying that, so I'm okay with it.
No, it isn't. The Mountain League isn't going to track you down and give you that. But of course, Shaw Hockey Productions. Mike Shaw here has all the replays with the camera behind there. So
hey,
you're right.
It's funny thing is, Nick actually watched it. He was like, dude, pure goal. So what can you do? But no, I mean, it's a great feeling to come here. But again, at the end of the day, you're trying to do what you can to help the team win and try to help the guys.
Right.
It's a great feeling because again, you're the first goal. You take a 3-1 lead. Then the second goal was a goal kind of get us back. I think it was 6-4. So you're kind of getting close. It's getting the excitement. It just would have been nice if we could have jumped a little bit tighter after that,
A little bit tighter.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So you come here. You had a great. You had a college career. You had a youth hockey career. Talk a little bit about that. You're from the Chicago area. You've got some fans back there. Tell us where you played and how you got to where you are today. How you are the success you are today.
Thank you. So no, I mean I started off obviously starting off in like the Johnny's Jets it was called back in the day, and then I went to Chicago Blues, Central States, then I went to Team Illinois AAA. Played there forever, and then I made the jump to Culver Academy, prep school in Indiana. Actually, where like Jeffrey On, Hibbler, Moles.
Yep.
Moles went there too. Unbelievable. Went there for 2 years, and luckily, I did well enough. I got a chance to go to USHL at a young age. Played in the USHL, kind of bounced around a little bit, and kind of found my footing back in the BCHL when I was like 18, 19 years old. Kind of played there for a couple years. Lucky enough again to go to Lake Superior State, play there, and then from there I kind of decided school maybe wasn't best fit for me. I kind of want to start playing that professional kind of game, and I got a chance to play in the ECHL. I did some SPHL as well, and then finished off in the ECHL. Obviously, the COVID year kind of stopped us and everything, but then after that, just kind of I started doing real estate and kind of stuck with it. But
okay, so what was the highlight of your ECHL career?
I mean, one of my games in Kalamazoo, I had a hat trick. That was pretty cool.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Now, we had a special guest last night in between periods who said she met you on the hockey trail. Where did you guys meet?
We met when I was playing in Knoxville. I was in the SPHL, so I was playing there, and fortunately, I got to meet my wife when I was playing there. So then from there, I went to Elmira in the ECHL, and we kind of stayed talking together. And then from there, just went forward, and I'm married now and everything. So.
Do you have kids?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, terrific. This is wonderful. We love having you guys come out here.
Oh, we love it.
It is such a delight to have all of your fans come out. You guys put on a great show. You got great uniforms. That's something that I really appreciate.
You know what? Good job to Nick. The red ones, oh my God, those are so sweet.
Nick's done an incredible job.
He's done a great job, man. You got the barn hockey too. How about that? I give them a shout out. I'm not going to get in trouble. That I might get fined for. I don't give them a shout out.
You might get a fine in the locker room. You got to keep that to yourself. But anyway, we're really happy to have you guys out here. Hopefully you come out here again next year and we get to do it again.
Always.
I'm getting to know you guys. I'm going to be your hometown announcer for you guys pretty soon.
I love that. That's a good sign.
Well, maybe I'll come out to Chicago. Just
love to have you.
Give me a United flight there. First class.
Whatever you need.
Okay. Sounds good. So we've got the upcoming Yeti versus Misfits game. Luke Sandler here. Thank you very much for joining us.
I really appreciate
Good luck
it.
tonight and have fun.
Much. Thank you so
Good
much.
Night. And good evening from Dobson Arena in Vail, Colorado. This is Yeti Hockey. I'm Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey Productions. Glad to have you on board here for this evening's matchup between the Vail Yeti versus the Chicago Misfits. The villains from Chicago come in dressed in their visiting reds, these sharp jerseys looking good, and here come the Yeti. The Yeti come out in their green, looking like the Irish out here. Last night they wore their grays. Tonight they've got their greens on. Last night's game, what a barn burner. The Yeti win going away 9-5. As it was a close game early on, but the Yeti took it going away. So tonight's matchup, and we're going to give it to you here, the starting lineup for the Misfits. They're going to have Caden Edwards, number 57, in goal. He's backed up by Jim Borgard, number 33. First line, Tony Kolanowski, number 27. John Stavanovich, number 7. Andrew Vanek, number 19. Second line is going to be Tyler Brickler. He's going to wear 92 this evening. That was Nick Ustaski's number last night. He's going to wear it here this evening. Luke Sandler is number 17. And Zach Diamond Tony, we got his name wrong all last night. We got it right tonight here, Diamond Tony. And the third line, Sebastian Jeffrey on 54. He's got Josh Moles on the left wing. And tonight, a bit of a change. They're going to have Corey Hibbler, his line mate from Culver. Hibbler's number 8 on that right wing, and then Sam Assman is the extra attacker. On the blue line, Nick Ustaski again is going to be number 23. CJ Rankin, number 10. John Waghorn, number 4, is teamed up with Brett Poschel. Number 5, Scott Vargas, number 94, is going to be teamed with Travis Maxwell. Maxwell played right wing yesterday. He's going to be playing right D here this evening. And we should give you the starting lineup. It's going to be that second line. Luke Sandler, Tyler Brickler, and Zach Diamantoni, number 9 out there. And it's going to be Vargas and Maxwell, number 90. I believe out there for John Waghorn is going to be starting, number 4. And here come the Vail Yeti. The Vail Yeti is coming out. And here we go. We've got Dom Panetta, number 7. Dom Panetta, who played his college hockey at Ferris State. Number 11 is Blake Saylor out of Centennial, Colorado. Number 39, Andrew Bond out of Bethalto, Illinois. And on the blue line is going to be number 12, Alex Dahl, who had a highlight reel goal last night. He's teamed up with Gavin Stoik, number 28. And in goal is going to be Eric Anderson this evening, number 45, the Air Force Academy graduate. And Eric Anderson, who spelled Spencer Gould briefly yesterday, will be starting in goal. We will pause for our national anthem.
Being performed this evening by Mr. Connor Williams.
And Connor Williams on trumpet gets a big hand from the crowd here. What a terrific job he has done night in and night out. We're going to have our ceremonial puck drop as we've got, it looks like about maybe 5 or 6 year olds maybe coming out onto the ice. They look great as we've got Luke Sandler awaiting them for the Misfits. And we have number 9, Bill Foster, the captain for this Vail Yeti team. Number 9 out there. The kids are going to drop it. They're going to get a great photo op with Sandler. We had a great chance to talk to Sandler here before the game. Terrific interview, so we thank him for that. We hope the folks in Chicago and beyond are going to enjoy tonight's game here as we are just about set to go. The Misfits will move from right to left. Again, they're in their terrific red jerseys, and these new jerseys have sleeve numbers. They look so professional. It's unbelievable. And obviously you've got the Vail Yeti in their greens as they look like Boston Celtic green out there. We've got 20 minutes up on the board for this first period. Again, last night's game, you know, we had it was tight early on, and then the Vail Yeti broke it open. So here we go. Blake Saylor is going to take this face-off. The Centennial, Colorado native going up against number 9, Diamantoni. And the puck off the face-off as bringing it in and moving the puck over, but the puck is stolen by Gavin Stoik. Stoik is pickpocketed from behind. The puck is picked up and controlled there by number 92, Tyler Brickler. Brickler, again, we're going to have to get used to that, as Ustaski wore that 92 before. And Brickler comes in, supporting, moves it up the wall, And the Misfits hold it into the line, and there's the first shot of the game as Luke Saylor with a turnaround shot had an opportunity. Bobbling it there was Eric Anderson. And the backhand feed, the Yeti having a little bit of trouble here to start things out, but they're able to break it out. It's going to go for an icing call. No, it doesn't. Bond's got the puck. He's got trailers back behind him. Bond circling top of the circle, takes a shot, and it ricochets back over. Bond is down. Seems to be stunned. He might have taken a bit of a check there. The puck is picked up, and Saylor sends one in on Edwards. So we got Edwards versus Anderson here this evening. And in this early action, the crowd continues to move in on this Saturday night. Here with the puck, Brendan Schultz gets tied up against the boards in front of the Misfits bench and trying to peel the puck away with Sorum. Puck is moved back over to Stevanovic. Stevanovic puts it around, wraps it around to Eric Anderson. Eric Anderson leaves it there, and with an escape move, moving out, here comes Sorum. Sorum with some speed, works it back into the Misfits zone, sets up, tries to send it back down low, and the pass is picked off, and Andrew Vanek moves the puck up ahead. Puck is moved back, and that was Hibbler. You're going to get a chance to see Hibbler here this evening as he played defense last night. He's going to play forward tonight with his old Culver. They might have been line mates, but they certainly attended there, and that would be Diamond Tony, Brickler, that's Jeffrey On and Mole, and Maxwell moves to that deep position. Quickly moving the puck in over on the far side is Hibbler. Hibbler takes a shot. That one scales off the glass, and it comes back out to center, rifled right back in by Scott Vargas. Vargas, the offensive-minded defenseman, is out there for the Misfits and taking the puck in, and here comes, walking it in is Trunco. Trunco had the first goal of last night's game. And the puck is stolen by the Yeti. The shot, it deflects, it never got through all the way to Edwards' cage. Holding the line was Gerhardt, but it stripped off him, and Sebastian Jeffrey on with Will Copton hassling him, and the puck almost stolen off the boards over on the far side. Here comes Ustaski. Ustaski with a hard shot, a wrister there. Not used to seeing him there in that number 23. As the puck had a heavy check on the far side. Misfits trying to hold it in, but it comes in offsides. Got a whistle there. We're at the 16:59 mark of this first scoreless period. Yeti looking for their fourth consecutive win over the Misfits. The Misfits would like nothing more than go back to Chicago with a win in this final game here of this two-game set. I'm talking about last year's two-game set as well that the Yeti won, scoring 8 goals in each of those games. Last night they got 9 to win by 4. And the Misfits are a proud bunch, and they're not going to necessarily lay down at this. They're going to bring it here, and here's a drive as that slap shot by Alex Dahl. Alex Dahl, the Eau Claire, Wisconsin native. And holding the puck in and moving it back over to the far side was Blake Bride. Bride is a newcomer to tonight's game for the Yeti. Bride played his hockey at Air Force Academy, and Bride's got the puck on the side of the cage, and he takes a shot, and Bride gets 2 shots in early. Had a chance to talk to Bride before the game. The Louisville, Colorado native played his hockey here locally and then went on to a terrific career at Air Force. Got 88 games under his belt at the Air Force Academy. For those of you wondering, the Air Force Academy is about an hour south of Denver. Denver, about an hour and a half from Vail, due west. And so Andrew Bond will take this face-off. He wins it back to Stoik, and Stoik with a shot. Bond got a stick on it as he tumbles in front of Edwards' cage. The crowd grows, but that was just a hockey play right there. Gavin Stoik drifting back, sends it back up. It's quickly moved by Saylor. Saylor punch pass over to Bond. Bond takes it into the zone. Bond side of the circle, sends it over. It's Stoik. Stoik with a wrister, and that one is defended well by Edwards. The puck in the corner, picked up by Vanek. Vanek now speeds out, moves it over to the far side, but the pass, Dahl read the play well. Puck is picked back up by Diamond Tony. Diamond Tony stripped off the puck. That was Vanek. Vanek's 19, Diamond Tony is 9, and the shot in on Edwards is squeezed between the pads for a whistle there. We're at the 15:42 mark. We're scoreless thus far in this Saturday night contest. I think the nerves have settled down. I talked to some of the Misfits, and what a thrill it was for them to get to play in this size of a crowd. A lot of them playing college hockey haven't played, you know, in a crowd this size for quite a while. Sorum with the puck back behind the cage. Stuffs it back as DeMarco's got it. DeMarco holds his man off, takes it into the boards, gets some help there as Schultz into the corner, back over to Sorum. Sorum's a little backhander looking for it in the front. Hibbler taken into the far side corner. Sorum's got it again. Tries to feed it back up to the top. Puck is stolen, resecured by the Yeti, and a shot in by DeMarco. DeMarco got that pass as he got it from Max McCutcheon, another newcomer for this Yeti squad to tonight's game. Puck is held in as McCutcheon steps up and levels his man. McCutcheon, who makes his presence known as Max McCutcheon, the big 6'5" defenseman, takes the puck into the zone, almost gets squeezed off, gets some help from Will Compton. Compton delivers it back over to Schultz. Here's the shot, a windup goes off as Moyer had his sights on the top half of Edwards' cage. As Caden Moyer, who had a good game last night and had a fight in it. Meanwhile, back to live action. Brickler takes it in, and Brickler was motoring through center. Brickler didn't have a lot of help, however, and over on the far side, Moyer is able to send a slow-moving puck back to Edwards' cage. Edwards will play the puck, and Edwards with a sauce goes the distance. This one is waved off again, so let's see if Anderson can match him. Anderson delivers it there, a hard check back behind the Yeti cage. And jumping off of that, Gerhardt wasn't hurt. He's back, and here come the Yeti with a 3-on-2 developing. Puck moved over to the far side. It's Compton with it. In the center, just missing, as Compton was looking for Baldwin, who had jumped in from his deep position. Good transition here on this Saturday night, as these teams both have their legs. Puck is picked up over on the far side by Brickler. Brickler, I almost said Ustaski, and here comes the Yeti. Moving the puck into the zone. Oh, the drive and just missing. Paddle save made by Edwards. Edwards got just enough of that as that one came off the Yeti, and the Yeti were driving down the right-hand side. I think that was Adam Trunco who got that shot off. And you got a chance to see Caden Edwards, who left the game last night for unknown reasons, mysterious upper or lower body injury, we don't know, but he's back in here this evening. And in fact, last year, Caden Edwards went out with an injury as well. So, and not only that, but the Chicago Misfits have an E-bug. That's Eric Kyler. The backup is Jim Borgard on the bench, but Kyler isn't dressed tonight, but he's in the building. He may need him. Alex Dahl steals the puck and motors ahead. And Dahl looking for a man in the middle with the trailer, and the play was read well as it was knocked up and out. And a hard check over on the far side. Tonight, Dahl's got the puck, fires it back up high. Looking for the shot, and we're looking for number 18. I don't know who that is on the Yeti. I think he's a new, no, you know who that is? That's Danny Perez, the 6'4" Jersey City native. Danny Perez, number 18. And we do have him on our roster here. And we're back to live action as Gavin Stoik with the puck, the big defenseman out of Cornell. Takes it into the zone, winds it around, takes the shot, and it deflects up and off as Edwards fought that off. That was a bit of a wrister on Edwards. Edwards fought it off, and the puck goes up and into the mesh back behind where you've got the Cutwater side. And it's good to see Gavin Stoik getting into this game. That is a key for the Yeti. He played a big role last night getting a goal, but he really controlled that defensive side of the ice. Andrew Bonds sets up to take this face-off. And Jeffrey On's got it. Jeffrey On banks it up against the boards. The angle pass picked back up. And but McCutcheon moves it over. And Bonds got open ice in front. He's got a man in the middle. Shot! And what a save! I don't know how Edwards made it, but Edwards made the save. McCutcheon with the puck, but the net is off the pegs. Let's look at the replay on that. Boy, the Yeti had a 2-on-0 as Bond came in. He sold the shot. He sent it back over, and a good defensive effort as getting back. We'll have to pick that up. That might have been Tyler Brickler that got back. and saved a goal. That was a sure goal. The crowd was ready to cheer and come to their feet. But what a play as Edwards makes the save. Puck is fished back. McCutcheon takes the shot, and that one is spot on. Edwards makes another save. Caden Edwards out of Bridge North, Ontario. Got a little action in the ECHL. The big 6'3" goalie and has played terrific here thus far in the early going. We're at the 11:54 mark of this first period. As the puck goes into the Yeti zone, Jeffrey On chases it, but he's met there by Luke Rinaldo, the St. Paul, Minnesota native. And the Yeti with a cross-ice pass over to the far side, winding his way in is Schultz, over skating momentarily. DeMarco's got it, he recovers. DeMarco, his pass can't get it through. DeMarco takes a hard check into the boards as he goes down. Then he gets tied up there with John Waghorn, and DeMarco and Waghorn are going at it a little bit as DeMarco wants a piece of Waghorn. Waghorn doesn't want any part of that as Waghorn skates on, perhaps wisely. Boys tumble, skates up in the air, and we're back to the live action. DeMarco's got the puck. DeMarco's settling in down the right-hand side, takes the shot. It's gloved out and held on there as Caden Edwards thought about it not once but twice and hangs on to it there. Caden Edwards snags that puck. It looked like he was going to drop it, but then he had a Yeti player as peeling off was Waghorn on that. Great action this far in this game. It is end-to-end. Both of these teams, nobody wants to make a mistake, and they are flying here this evening. I think last night, it was a fast game, but tonight just appears a touch faster as these teams have gotten to know each other a little bit more. And there's a heavy check there as Caden Muir, all 5'9" of him, lays a heavy check. And the Misfits with a pass right in front. Spinning shot, diving save, puck down. Comes back up to the line, winding up, and another save as Eric Anderson has been nothing short of magnificent early in this game. Anderson made that save, the puck and the net was wide open, and he made a terrific save. Compton with a turnaround shot, can't come up with it. Here comes Gerhardt, a shot, and a quick flash of the glove. Puck comes out of it, but a save by Caden Edwards. Boy, we had terrific action down at the Yeti end, and here you get a replay. And a quick shot, and there is that glove, that left glove of Caden Edwards, who comes up and makes the save. And we're back to the live action as the puck has moved over to the far side as Bill Foster, who plays typically defense, he's moved up into a right wing role or a center role on that fourth line for Coach Kyle Forte, who we should mention is out ill here tonight and is not in attendance. Hopefully he's watching this game. And with the puck back below the line, Danny Perez doing work. Perez on his backhand over on the far side half boards. Spinning, turns a shot back over to Foster. Foster's backhand, and it's turned aside by Edwards. Puck is moved up and out by the Misfits as it's chopped up and moved back over into the far side. The Yeti with an errant pass, and the puck is picked up by Moles. Moles taken off the play, picked up by Baldwin, and Baldwin is edged off the puck, loses it there. Misfits have it back below the Yeti line, move it back into the slot, and Moles is taken off. Quickly, the puck is poked back over to the far side, and CJ Rankin, we haven't called his name tonight, came up with it. Gerhardt farts off the forecheck and is able to get the puck back out to center. A quick transition on the far side. Rankin winds up the slap shot, and you hear the pad save as it's kicked out back over to the near side. Gerhardt moves it back over to the far side corner boards, and out comes Dom Panetta. Panetta's pass off of a skate, and coming up with it, Gerhardt sends it back to Panetta. Panetta with some speed takes it into the zone. He's got a man in the middle, and just missing it, going into the cage. I believe was Blake Saylor. Saylor is okay. He's back to his skates as the puck is back behind, and Anderson freezes the puck and gets the whistle there at the 8:31 mark. We're scoreless in this first period of the Yeti game. We've got end-to-end action here this evening. Not a lot of whistles as these teams are playing to win here this evening. Diamond Tony off the face-off, but it's won by the Yeti, and circling around back behind the cage. And back over to Bond. Bond's cross-ice feed. Finds Dahl, the defenseman, who jumps into the play. Picked up by Sailor. Sailor has it poked off his stick, and the Misfits are able to get the puck back out to neutral ice. Quickly, a backhand feed, and looking forward is Brickler. Brickler into the zone, takes a quick snapshot. And Eric Anderson had the side of the cage covered as he was positioned well. Holding up at the line, Sauce back over to the far side. Bond had delivered that. Dom Panetta, and there's a shot as it goes up and over as Luke Sandler was looking for a goal. Sandler, who we had on before the game, had a good interview with him, the Lake Superior State alumni. And coming back, quick turnaround shot. Ben DeMarco flying, gets his own rebound, takes a sharp angle shot, and the puck is fished back out to center. Puck is picked back up by Rinaldo. Rinaldo moves it back over to the far side, and working his way in was Schultz, and Schultz's shot is smothered and held up by Edwards. As there is no rebound, here you see Edwards standing tall, and Schultz's shot just below the dot. And Edwards positionally well makes that save. We've got 7:20 to go in this first period. We're scoreless thus far. Last night we had 7 goals in the first period. And there's a turnaround pass right over to Schultz, and Schultz went down to one knee to take that shot. Flew up and over. Schultz has the puck in the slot. Another one, and a flash in the glove. Saved by Edwards. Holds on as he juggles the puck in his glove, as the capacity crowd has really come in here during this first period. The capacity crowd up and around. They've got a great bird's eye view here from Dobson Arena. Off the face-off, the puck comes back over to McCutcheon. McCutcheon with the long wrister, and the rebound picked up, scores from the far side. Scored is Luke Rinaldo, making it 1-0, and what a play by Rinaldo. His line mate, McCutcheon, takes the shot. The rebound comes out to the far side. Rinaldo comes in, protects the puck. It's a wrister, and he puts it past Edwards. As he puts it past Edwards. Exactly. And we are back. The Yeti have a 1-0 lead. Rinaldo scores 1-0 at the 6:43 mark of this first period. And the Yeti jump on top just like they did last night. Last night, it was Trunco who got the goal, Adam Trunco. And this crowd here is electric here with that first goal as they waited 14 minutes here for that goal. So terrific opportunity for the Yeti to be able to jump on and get an early goal. And again, taking the face off here. And we've got that number 8 out there, Hibbler. I got to take a second look every time he's got the puck there because I'm used to seeing him on that defensive side. This is the Culver line with Hibbler, Maxwell, and Moles. And there he sits. So Corey Hibbler, who played at Quinnipiac, is out there. He's got the lid without the visor, as he had a good game last night. I thought he was one of the better of the defensemen. So an interesting play or call to have him move up to the forward line. Perhaps they thought they needed a little bit more scoring, and they can get it. Knob saved by Edwards. The puck is fished out, and Hibbler's got it. Hibbler down the right-hand side as he's got Jeffrey on with him. Tries to feed a backhand to him, but it was deflected. And now back behind the cage, protecting the puck. And moving it out from back behind the cage was Foster. Foster's used to that position as a defenseman. And quickly, the Yeti on the far side. It's Perez with it. A little backhand feed, miscommunication. Hibbler's got it back. Hibbler moves up ice, sends it back over. It's Brickler with it. Brickler with a backhand, with a back feed. And that one was just off the mark. Good idea, but just misses the execution a little bit as Dahl delivers it back to Stoik. Stoik on his backhand, looking for the near side of the bottom half of the cage. Puck comes up. Dom Panetta gets spun around, recovers, puts it back behind the cage, and it's Saylor with it. Saylor on his backhand, dips the shoulder, drops the pass. As the puck right back over as DeMarco fed it back in front. Dom Panetta with the puck as he's got pressing Misfits, is able to get it back over to the far side. Bond sweeps in, picks up the puck. Here come the Yeti with the drive. Dahl with that slap shot, and the shot by Dom Panetta just rolls past the side of the cage. Puck comes all the way back out, and a quick punch pass, waiting for Stoik to get on sides. He's there. Panetta with a heady play, holds it there, tries to move it down the wall, unable to, and the puck is picked up by Brickler and moved back out to center. Puck bounces up and held on by Andrew Vanek on the Misfits bench.
Hey, just a reminder, fans, to purchase your chunk of pucks.
As a terrific play on the bench there to pick up that puck. We got 4:29 to go in this first period. The Yeti have a 1-goal lead. Puck moved over by Stevanovic. Stevanovic has been quiet this game. We haven't called his name that much. He's one that can put the puck in the net for this Misfit squad as DeMarco takes it into the zone, gets taken off the play, and quickly the puck is moved over to the far side, but intercepted by Rinaldo. Rinaldo takes a spill, and the crowd groans, but the play continues. Here's Schultz with the puck, takes a shot, and a face save by Edwards. Edwards took that one up in the noggin, right in front, shot, goal! As once again, Brendan Schultz scores. He scores a goal as he was set up in the slot, and Schultz makes it 2-0 Yeti. As you look at this pass, and it was a quick little pass, I believe, from Dahl. Dahl was right in tight. He had the presence of mind. Excuse me, that was DeMarco. As DeMarco tips the shot, got the rebound, feeds it back over to his line mate Schultz, and Schultz scores. It is 2-0. Schultz from DeMarco. And what a terrific goal from that. What patience did DeMarco have? Patience and presence of mind there to feed it back over, as Schultz was not going to miss from that point. There's a quick shot by Hibbler, and it's absorbed by Eric Anderson. We talked about Anderson. Anderson, 28 years old, out of Minnesota. Had a chance to visit with him a little bit before the contest. And tumbling down, and there's Caden Moyer. Moyer hustling into the far side corner as he takes his man into the corner. That was Asman. Meanwhile, the puck is poked back out to the Misfits line. And getting back is Travis Maxwell. Maxwell, who was a physical presence yesterday, now he's playing defense, and Maxwell feeds it up the wall. And the bouncing puck is stabbed out of the air, but taken back by the Misfits. And back behind the cage, we've got a fight. And here we go. We got Maxwell who goes. Travis Maxwell. It's got to be about 6'3". And once again, Caden Moyer, who's got a shiner already from last night, is ready to go again. So Caden Moyer is not going to back down from anyone. And had a chance to visit with Moyer earlier before the contest. And Moyer talked a little bit about that fight that he went with Jeffrey on last night. It was tough to see because it was in the right-hand corner, and it developed pretty quickly. So, and are we going to go 5-on-4? And so the Yeti get the extra, or the Chicago Misfits take the penalty on that, so the Yeti get a power. Are we playing 4-on-4? We're not. We are. We are playing 4-on-4. I thought we were playing 5-on-4. So 4-on-4 as Maxwell and Moyer are in the box. So Moyer and Maxwell each serving 2-minute garden variety penalties, and Hibbler's got it. Hibbler with the puck, and a lot of open space out there, finds Ustaski, who sends a drive in, and Anderson makes a confident save with that one. And so, over on the far side, it's going to be Tony Diamond, or excuse me, Zach Diamond Tony. We're going to get it right here this evening. Couple of tries here, and Diamond Tony off the face-off, tries to fish it out, but it's controlled by Saylor. And Saylor looks down low. He's got always speed, finds a lane and takes it into the zone all the way down. Saylor is taken down, and he's going to draw a penalty as Scott Vargas is going to go to the box for a tripping call. Saylor saw a seam, he took it, and so we're going to have a 4-on-3 here for, let's see, it could be the full, it could be 2 minutes, because I don't believe you're going to see Moyer. You're not going to probably see Moyer out there along with Maxwell until the first whistle, so that could be an extended period. And so taking that penalty was Vargas for a trip, and that comes at the 2:22 mark of this first period. So here we go. Let's set it up for you. Dahl's got the puck. He takes it into the corner as he's got Andrew Bond with him, Panetta and Saylor. So there's your Yeti power play lineup here. 4-on-3. Once again, Dahl with the puck over to the far side of the drive. That one picked up by Panetta. Panetta feeds it back over to Bond. Bond finds Panetta, but it's beyond his reach. Panetta holds down and settles things. Panetta with a little backhand feed. Saylor moves it back up to Dahl. Dahl straight ahead. Back over to Saylor. Saylor doesn't have a lane. Spun aside. Saylor with the puck finds Bond. Bond straight ahead. Bond takes the shot, tipped in front by Panetta. Panetta picks up his rebound, finds Bond. There's the shot, and that one goes up and into the netting. And so you've got a minute 8 left in the power play. 23 seconds on Maxwell and Moyer's penalty. And as I said, they have to wait for the first whistle after that, so it could be an extended period. Let's catch you back up to the live action. DeMarco with the puck, moves it back over to the near side. Schultz has it. Schultz doesn't have the lane. DeMarco takes the shot. Chasing it down is Sorum. Sorum sweeps it up the boards, and it's picked up there by Stoik. Stoik back down to Sorum. He'll switch with him. Cross ice feed back over to DeMarco. DeMarco edge of the circle, switches. Oh, they come out. So anyway, they don't have to wait for that whistle, and they came out. So now we're back to 5-on-4, and with 37 seconds remaining in that, the Yeti look to take it into the zone with the defenseman Stoik. Stoik winds up, doesn't have the shot, still on his backhand. Holds it there, tries to get a backhand feed. He was looking for Schultz, but it got defended well by the Misfits. Puck is peeled off the wall and punched back out to center. Chasing it is DeMarco. He'll get there first as he's got Brickler on his backside. He's able to move it back over to Schultz, and Schultz quickly cross-ice feed. 11 seconds remaining in the Yeti power play, and coming out is Sorum. Sorum sidesteps one as he finds DeMarco. DeMarco cross-ice feed, the shot. Edwards made the save. As the puck back over to the near side, and it comes back up through center as Stevanovic has it. Stevanovic poked off the puck. The drive is it coming in with Scott Vargas hot off out of the box, and boy, he had a drive that came in quickly. The Misfits look to come back in as they've been on their heels here for a bit. We're in the final 5 seconds of this first period, and that's going to just about do it as they hold on to it. Compton hustles, but the buzzer sounds. After one, it is 2-0 Yeti lead. After one, as they got goals from Luke Ranello. Number 4, as he got the first tally. And then Brendan Schultz scores about 3 minutes later, and that's how we end the first period. 2-0 Yeti. I'm Manny Furtado. We'll be back with a special interview in just a few moments. Stay with us.
All right, everybody, let's make some noise for some free t-shirts. These t-shirts are brought to you by Bud Light, and Cutwater cocktails. Make some noise for Chris Parker. He's got an arm, so he can throw them as far as you can yell. I am DJ Crusher Jones, and it's time for the mix.
Check, check. Check, check.
Yep.
You got it? We're going to put that right there. Here we go. And welcome back to Dobson Arena in Vail, Colorado. We've got the Yeti versus the Misfits. We have some special guests here this evening, as we have Alexandra. Is that right, Alexandra?
Yes.
Okay. Alexander Diamond Tony, and we finally got that. I appreciate that because I was calling it D-Man Tony, and it didn't sound right, but I'm glad that you corrected me. So welcome to the game.
Thank you.
Here, I think you were here. Were you here last year as well?
Yes.
Okay.
We both were.
Special event. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about Zach as a player, and just about you guys and everything in the hockey career there.
Well, he's a great player. He's very fast. And Courtney's husband, Luke, and Zach played together in Kalamazoo, Michigan. So
Okay.
it's fun that they're doing that again this weekend.
Well, that's fantastic for them to come out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when they think about these games and they talk about coming out to Vail, Colorado, what do they get pumped up for that, or is this just another men's league game
Oh,
for them?
no, they've been so excited for months prepping for this and cheering each other on.
Okay, we talked to Courtney last night, and Courtney says that she goes to men's leagues games. What's the latest men's league game that you would go to?
His are at 10:30 at night, which is pretty late, but I go to some of those.
That is pretty late, maybe
Yeah.
on a Friday night. But
It's on a Monday.
a Monday is really tough.
Yeah.
That is really tough. Now, we talked to Luke, and what does tell me about what does Diamond Tony? What does Zach do for a living then? What does he do during the days then?
He works with a roofing company.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's got that. And Luke, again, we had him on earlier, as Luke is what again, Courtney?
Real estate.
That's right. He does residential real estate. Well, we did. We had him.
Oh!
But I got to tell you, we had a technical glitch, and we didn't get the video, but we got the audio. But I think that's okay, right? Because we got the better half, both nights then. So this is terrific. So you're staying here, and tomorrow, do you guys ski, or are you guys heading back to Chicago? What is the what's the procedure here for this?
We're heading back to Michigan. Zach and I live in Michigan.
Oh, you're in Michigan.
Yes.
Okay. So this is truly traveling for you to
Yes.
come out, and so he plays men's league then with Sandler in Michigan. Is that right?
They,
Okay.
yes. Yeah, they come together for this, but they played professionally.
Terrific. Don't you love this interview with both just piling
Everyone
through?
wants to
They
be in
really
it.
don't care. But that's okay. I mean,
That's all right.
I mean, this is men's league. I mean, what do we expect? I mean, we don't really have a booth up here. We're up here at the concourse level.
Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, listen, this is terrific. We're glad that you came up to visit with us again, and we've got this game now. We've got this game, and he's been playing well out there. They need to get a goal. What would your advice be to Zach? I mean, if you could tell him one thing, if you could go into that locker room and tell him one thing, what would it be?
I'd say you can do it, partner.
You can do it, partner. So you're a positive. There's no negativity here, right?
Right.
There's no negativity. Well, great. Well, terrific.
Woo!
Okay, well, Alexander and Courtney, thank you very much for coming by. We appreciate it, and we hope that you guys enjoyed it, and we hope that your families enjoyed getting to watch this streaming game. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, up next, the Yeti and the Misfits. And period 2 is just upon us. We'll be right back for that. Stay with us. Thank you. Thank you very much for doing that. That was fun, wasn't it? All right. And welcome back for this second period as the crowd is riled up here. And what a terrific atmosphere. If you've never been to a Yeti game, the live DJ, that is live DJing down there. And they keep the crowd bopping. It is terrific. They had a little bit of, just some terrific music in between periods. So we have just begun this second period. 20 minutes up on the board is Panetta. Down back, tries to find Bond as quickly Vargas was there and jumping in. Here comes Luke Sandler. Sandler battling with Dahl, and he passes it back, but just missing the mark as he had Diamond Tony. We just talked about that. Diamond Tony was coming in hot. Over on the far side, it's Blake Saylor. Saylor leaves it for Bond. Bond from the right circle takes that shot. And it deflects out, and coming out with it is Stevanovic. Stevanovic puts on the speed, a second gear, but matched by a number 7 there for the Yeti. Getting all the way back. I believe that might have been Schultz that was back checking on that. Meanwhile, all alone, walking down Broadway and scoring. Andrew Vanek scores. The Western Michigan alum found himself all alone behind the Yeti defense. And he goes stick side and scores, making it 2-1. And there you see the partial crowd from the Chicago fans as they raise their arms. And what a play as Eric Anderson was really left to dry there.
Misfits goal scored by number 19, Vanek, assist number 5.
And so getting that goal, what a terrific opportunity there for the Misfits to get back into this contest. And they don't want the Yeti. They do not want the Yeti to get up 3 goals, and they draw to within 1. And Vanek, did he get on the board last night? Let's take a quick look at it. And he did not. I did not believe he did score. No, it was Vargas who got the goal last night, not Vanek. And so that gives this Misfit squad, I'm sure they were looking at it going like, wow, if we go down 3-0 on this squad, are we going to be able to come back? The Yeti in the attack zone with the puck. And back behind the cage, moves it back over to the side as DeMarco was there. And fanning on that shot, just missing it, Rinaldo. But he gets a big help from Max McCutcheon. McCutcheon back behind Eric Anderson's cage. And the big 6'5" defenseman flies it back over to the far side, but Jeffrey on put the pressure on. And we do have a penalty. We did not pick that up earlier. We've got a penalty here, and it's quickly Schultz with the pass right in front to Marco with a little punch play. There's 1:10 remaining, and it is number 27 that's in the box. That's Tony Klanowski. So Klanowski is in the box for another 1:02. Sometimes we miss those. And so this is the second power play for the Yeti in the game. Klanowski for a mystery penalty. And that was taken at about the 18:36 mark. 54 seconds to go in the power play as Moyer wins that faceoff. Dahl drags it back over to the left-hand side, creates space, hands it off, and over on the far side, spinning away, is Trunco. Trunco will reset as he finds Stoik. Stoik back to Dahl, and Trunco's got it. Trunco winds up and takes that shot, and the bouncing puck is settled there by Schultz. Schultz scales one off the glass. And with 30 seconds to go in the power play, the Yeti will set up the breakout as Trunco down the right-hand side delivers it back over, and Dahl sidesteps one, and bodies stay on side as he filters a pass back over to the far side. Compton's got it. Compton moves it back up to the right point, walking off the wall. Here comes Stoik. Stoik's shot ricochets, and one more time, that's Caden Muir over on the far side. And the pass right in front, as looking for it there was Trunco. Trunco couldn't come up with that. That might have been Compton. It was Compton. and then back behind the play one more time, trying to draw into a penalty with Moyer. I should say a fight was CJ Rankin. All 5'8" of him, not backing down, and that's what Chicago wants there, as Ustaski rifles an angled pass off the boards, and marching out comes Josh Moles. Moles puts it into the corner, and Hibbler gets there. Hibbler uses the body, protects the puck, but he's double teamed, and Stoik comes away with it. Stoik hoists one up. This is going to go for an icing call. We're coming back to the Yeti zone with 15:57 to go in this second period. Is 2-1. 2-1 Yeti. Yeti with a couple of first period goals. As I said, yesterday's game was a barn burner as far as goals. There were 7 goals in that first period yesterday, and then another 4 in the second period. Tonight, a little bit tighter contest. And not only that, but the Yeti last night were playing with 3 forward lines. And tonight, they are able to pick up 3 more players, and so they've got a 4th line. Moving up from his D position is Bill Foster. We'll keep an eye on him as he's got the puck now. Takes it into the zone. Foster delivers it back over, and a quick little snapshot off the stick there as that came off of Blake Bride. Bride on the back check looking for Hibbler. Hibbler's pass beyond the reach. Coming back to pick that up is Klenowski. Klenowski out of the corner, leaves it there for Vanek, and Vanek rolls it around to the far side. Blake Bride chops at it, can't move it up the wall. Bride looks for it, almost had it on his backhand, and the puck just beyond the pass, beyond Bride's reach, and it goes again for an icing call. You can see the talent that Blake Bride has. As Bride, coming out of the Air Force Academy, got 88 games in his tenure at Air Force. And you can see the talent that Blake Bride's got. So Bill Foster will take this face-off. We're in the C, and Foster chases it into the corner as they body up Stevanovic. Stevanovic, however, is able to come away with it. Stevanovic gets tripped up on a stick there by Baldwin. And again, Perez with the puck on the near side, and a dangerous play there as Blake Bride delivered a check. Meanwhile, Perez with a shot, and that one is held on, and Edwards will slow the game down. So we talked about that 4th line for head coach Kyle Forte, and again, Kyle Forte could not be here this evening. He was feeling under the weather yesterday. Today was even worse. He's got Bill Foster at center, and Foster, the elder statesman on this team. He's got Blake Bride on one side and Danny Perez on the other side. We'll watch for him here as they're on the bench at this point. Top line is out there with Saylor, Bond, and Panetta, as Bond tries to come away with it but unable to, and the Misfits are able to move it back out, and racing down is Diamond Tony. Diamond Tony with some speed and delivers a check on the far side, but it's shrugged off by McCutcheon. And right back and feed right in front as Saylor put it on a platter there. But a good play by Edwards as Edwards had sealed off the near side of the cage. Quick cross-ice feed. Saylor's got it. Saylor touch pass down for Panetta. Panetta gets bodied up by Diamond Tony as Saylor providing support. Bond is 3rd man high, and the Misfits move it out. Coming away with it is Brickler. Brickler wearing Ulaski's number 92 from last night. And that save is made, and now with some speed, working it out. Here comes Bond. Andrew Bond takes the shot, fought off the shoulder. Bond looking for the rebound. Saylor sweeps in and picks up the puck from his backhand. The puck is poked back up to the point, held in by the Yeti, and we've got a whistle. Is that a name call? Perhaps. And Bond is going to go to the box. So Andrew Bond takes the Yetis' really first penalty of the game, because Neuer's penalty was washed out with Maxwell. So we'll call this the first penalty for the Misfits. And Bond is in there for 2 minutes at the 13-15 mark of this second period. One-goal game, perfect opportunity for the Misfits to tie this contest up with the man advantage. Here we go as they're moving from left to right. And off the face-off, though, it's controlled and peeled out by the Yeti. A quick little pass, puck is stolen as the Misfits converge. Vanek with the puck. Vanek's pass, however, is intercepted, and the Yeti are able to move it out. Now out comes Schultz. Schultz with DeMarco with him, but he stood up well by Hibbler, and Hibbler draws the penalty as he took a stick up high. Hibbler without any face protection there. Hands it off. Moles has got it, but Moles is taken off the puck. And so the Yeti are going to go short-handed. In fact, 5-on-3 for 1:29. Schultz with the high stick. So talk about an opportunity, and perhaps you look at the game and you say, okay, the Yeti had a 2-goal lead. If they were able to tack one more on, it was going to be 3-0. But the Misfits come back, and now they've got a 5-on-3 for 1:29. Let's set the stage for you. Brickler along with Diamond Tony, as well as Luke Sandler. Jeffrey-On is out there as well, and Ulaski. Battle for it on the near side boards. Diamond Tony fires it back over Ulaski into the breadbasket of Eric Anderson. Ulaski was all alone, and Ulaski, the captain now, directing traffic. As he's got Sebastian Jeffrey-On working up on the blue line with him. Ulaski on the left-hand side, Sebastian on the right-hand side. Puck is down. Ulaski holds the line. Back over to Jeffrey-On. Jeffrey-On's got open ice, takes it down to the dot. Back over to Ulaski. Quick snapshot, loose puck in front, bodies down, and the puck is held by Anderson. Good play as number 4, Luke Rinaldo, had put Sandler down to the ice. And now coming back with Gavin Stoik and Dahl on the defensive side. Blake Saylor is the forward on this 3-on-5 here for another 1:02. What an opportunity. The Chicago needs to win this face-off to maintain possession, and the puck comes back over to the near side. Sandler's got it. Sandler settles things for the Misfits as he leaves it there for Diamond Tony. Back over. Diamond Tony straight ahead. His pass shot there was deflected. Stoik got to it, and the long stick of Gavin Stoik sends it 200 feet. Diamond Tony winds his way through center ice and spinning away, sauces one back over to the near side. Sandler's got it. Sandler, a quick little feed as he finds Jeffrey-On. Jeffrey-On fishes it back down to Sandler along the goal line, top of the circle, back to Sandler. Sandler sweeps it across, but unable to come up with it was Brickler. Meanwhile, the quick shot off the inboard. Sandler's got it again. Sandler, quick stop off the dime, finds Jeffrey-On, who finds the back of the cage. It is 2-2. Jeffrey-On scores with 11 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. And so the Misfits will continue to be on the power play for another 43 seconds. Jeffrey-On walks in, and he found the stick side of Anderson's cage. Here we go. Sandler hands it off. Jeffrey-On steps in, and Jeffrey-On rifles it, and he does not miss. Power play goal, 2-2 here at the 11:26 mark of this second period. Jeffrey-On from Sandler, power play goal. And so Bond's penalty is the one that proves costly. There's still another 38 seconds left in Schultz's penalty. So what a turn of event if the Misfits are able to capitalize here with 30 seconds to go in the balance of this power play. Sidestepping is, here comes Vanek. Vanek with the head up into the zone, drops it there, and the quick feed back over to the near side finds Vargas's stick. Vargas rolls it around, back down below the line to Vanek again. Vanek tries to find Hibbler. Hibbler dishes it back down along the dasher boards, and the pass is deflected. That's going to do it for the Misfits power play as the final second ticks off, and the Yeti have back to 5-on-5. Sandler puts one through the slot back over to the far side. It's chopped at, and the puck is moved back all the way back to the Misfits zone. Icing is waved off as Maxwell gets there as he's battling with Blake Bride. Bride below the line calling for it, but the puck comes back up high, and it's fed back over to the right-hand side. Picked up right by Rinaldo. Rinaldo dancing at the blue line. Rinaldo feeds it back over as he finds Perez. Perez spinning away from pressure. Puts it back along the line. Back over. The one-timer and the shoulder save as that came off the stick again there of Bill Foster. Foster was right in the slot and had an opportunity there. And coming away with it now is Sandler. Staying on sides over on the far side is calling for it was Assman. And Assman with a dangerous check as Blake Bride went down, and Bride looked like he took a knee there from Sam Assman. He goes to the bench. We'll keep an eye on Blake Bride. He appeared to be okay as he got up. A giveaway pass. Here comes Jeffrey On, but Jeffrey On is defended well by Rinaldo, who recovers and cleans up the spilled milk. Here come the Yeti, walking it in. Sailor with some speed against the shot. The loose puck into the near side corner. Bond wastes no time. Stoic left-hand side finds McCutcheon. McCutcheon's wrister, and we have a slashing call. It's going to go on the Misfits as the Yeti will get their third power play of the game. And the guilty party is number 10, CJ Rankin. So Rankin for a slash. 9:13 is the call. Yeti have an opportunity to break this tie. It is 2-2 with the power play. Blake Sailor along with Dahl and Andrew Bond. Bond feeds it across ice. How did they not score that goal? On the far side it was Dom Panetta, and there was an open net. But what a save. Hopefully we might get a replay on that as Stoic moves it back over. No replay. Back over to Sailor. Sailor with it. Feeds it through as he was looking for Dahl sneaking in on the left-hand side. Gavin Stoic will settle things. Moves it back up ice. Sailor's got it. Sailor moving back. Sends a backhander over to the far side. Panetta's got it. Panetta finds Bond. Bond moves it back up to the right-hand point. As Stoic delivers it back over. Dahl's got it. Back to Stoic. Stoic winds up, but he fans on that. And then tries to recover, pokes it back down into the corner. Sailor's going to beat everyone to it. Sailor with a quick no-look pass. Panetta moves it right into Bond, and Bond got tied up. Picking puck up was Panetta. Panetta's shot was defended into the corner. Back to Stoic. Stoic up high with the high shot. Max is the pass from McCutcheon. McCutcheon looked for Bond right in tight. McCutcheon, the big 6'5" defenseman, waiting for it. Stoic takes the shot. And into the corner, Bond races, but yields to Panetta. Panetta moves the puck back up high. Stoic will do it again and again. It ricochets back to about the same spot. 33 seconds to go in the power play with a shot in the bumper by Bond. And take it into the corner, bodies into it, and we've got a penalty, and I think that's going to be on the Misfits again. It's going to be a tripping call. And now Diamond Tony gets into it, and the sticks rise up. And we can't see the action from here, but the sticks are still up, and you can see a few gloves in the face. Dom Panetta getting into it with Ustaski. And Panetta's going to go to the box. And let's see who else. Scott Vargas. So Panetta and Vargas. And I think there's and Dom opens up the door there as he's having a conversation with Bill Foster. And again, Caden Edwards is down. Caden Edwards is down. One more time. Edwards is down. And we've got it here. Edwards skating back over to the side of the cage there. He's along the half boards. And something's up with Caden Edwards because this appears to be about the same injury as yesterday. Perhaps tweaking something, but it's something that's lingering, and it appears to be in his left knee. And so we may get a chance, and I think we're going to see Jim Borgard. And we should mention that there is an e-bug in the stands, as it is Kyler Walzak. He lives in Vail. He is in the stands as the emergency backup goaltender. So two things that you should always have in your men's league. You should have an emergency backup goaltender watching. You should have the emergency backup play-by-play announcer as well. You never know when a chicken bone or a kernel of popcorn is going to get caught in your throat. You're going to need that. It appears Caden Edwards may be staying in the game. You can see Edwards is there rotating his left knee, and clearly that is the point of sensitivity for him. And I told you we have great music here, didn't I? What an opportunity to play some tunes with an extended timeout there. So here we go. So Panetta's got 2 minutes. Vargas has 2 minutes. And with 10 seconds remaining in CJ Rankin's penalty, as Rankin is going to be coming out of the box here momentarily. And with the puck, and the shot, and it ricochets back over edge of the circle. Schultz moves it back down low, and jumping on is now Sandler for the Misfits. Trying to feed the puck up the wall. Coming away with it is Schultz. Brendan Schultz slides it around to the far side, and able to get to it is Ben DeMarco. Ben DeMarco with some patience finds Schultz, top of the circle. He'll take that shot. It goes off of a shin pad and out of play. So we're down to 1:14 on Vargas's and Dom Panetta's 2-minute minors. As the Yeti, as we've got 4-on-4 action here. And you gotta love 4-on-4 action. You love it when you've got two guys in the box and you play 4-on-4. It's too bad the NHL doesn't go to that. They play a 5-on-5 there. And I believe you'll see now both of those guys come out of the box at the same time versus waiting till the whistle. Perhaps that is a different rule here that they play in this men's league. So with the capacity crowd, it really is a couple of deep here this evening. Sandler moves the puck over to the far side, and stepping in is John Waghorn. Waghorn did a good job on the forecheck, but the puck scoots free, and Trunco is able to send a blind pass back out to center. Misfits look to break it back in, and it's going to be Sandler this time. Luke Sandler on his backhand. And McCutcheon settles things for the Yeti, protecting the puck with that big long stick. He's able to move it up near ice, finds Blake Bride. Bride out of the corner, feeds it up, but the pass is intercepted and taken away by Diamond Tony. Move back over to Brickler. Brickler looks off the shot. A little bit of misdirection. Puck is punched out, and a 2-on-2 as getting out of the box there was Scott Vargas. Vargas was Johnny on the spot there as he made a play to defend just immediately coming out of that box there. And there's Vargas once again taking the puck into the zone as putting the shoulder into him was Danny Perez. Perez fighting for that puck. It's wedged out back over to the far side. Bright is able to get it up and out. And Perez with the puck one more time, but he's unable to get it in deep for the Yeti. And the Misfits force the puck back out to center. Geoffrion on his forehand, hands it off. Maxwell rings the post as he hit the left post on that. Maxwell had an opportunity to give the Misfits their first lead of the game. Unable to. Puck over on the far side, and racing is Bill Foster. Foster gathers it in from his skates, hands it off. Panetta with the shot. Save. Panetta still battling, looking for the rebound. And Panetta getting into it with Hibbler and gives Hibbler a little shove there as Panetta is still hot from that previous penalty. And Hibbler skating back, having words for the Yeti bench. Corey Hibbler gets a round chorus of boos from the Yeti faithful here. Andrew Bond off the faceoff, having trouble holding on. And the puck squirts back to the Yeti zone. As a pass to the near side, Panetta couldn't handle it. That was a tough pass as he was moving back. Stoik's pass was moving forward. Moyles in the corner. Moles, I should say. And Panetta tries to poke it free as he gets past one. Hibbler gets there first and winds a backhander, but it's intercepted by Stoik. Stoik tees one up. That one off the end boards onto the near side. Panetta battling with a matching 7. Bond delivers it back down low. Sailor's got it. Sailor spinning away from pressure and pivots back over to the near side. Panetta moves away. Dahl takes the shot, and the puck is gathered back up and moved up and out by C.J. Rankin. Gavin Stoik with the long pass, the backhand feed as DeMonte's got it. DeMonte sauces one over and unable to get good wood on that. He was on his off wing there as it's coming in. I got to pick that up. I believe that might have been Caden Moyer. No, that was Sorum, and here's a shot. That one sails over the glove side. And Sorum picks up the puck again, and a touch pass moves it back up to Schultz. Schultz hands it off as DeMarco had it. DeMarco back behind the cage again, picks up the puck and curls it on his blade. DeMarco running out of real estate on the half boards, and the puck is poked back out to center. Recovering is Rinaldo. Rinaldo's got a man on the far side, takes it into the zone. He'll take the shot at a right pad save made by Caden Edwards. Edwards appears to be okay here. The long pass beyond the reach all the way back to Anderson. And Anderson is going to hold on to it as Luke Sandler, the Lake Superior State played there. And, you know, you look at him, he played some USHL hockey at Fargo and Des Moines, and as well as in the BCHL. So well-traveled Luke Sandler. We had him on before the game. Really nice young man. So good to have these Misfits making the trip here and making the effort to play out here in front of this capacity crowd at Dobson Arena. Again, Dobson Arena will look very different in the next couple of years. It'll be what a world-class facility and a world-class resort. Well-deserved. And with the puck, Maxwell is able to angle one off the glass. Moyer holds his man off. Rinaldo winds his way through, and the quick pass gets past everyone, but it goes beyond, and Trunco chases it down. Fishes it back behind the cage as Maxwell gets there first and is able to send it along the back out to center. Rinaldo again trying to protect it. Compton can't come up with it, and it comes back over to the near side. Sandler winds up, but he's off his off wing, and he had to twist across his body to take that shot. Meanwhile, the puck is picked up, and it ricochets back along the center stripe. Quickly, the pass intercepted And a little backhand feed by McCutcheon finds Blake Bride. Bride, wrister, recovers it back up high, skips the stick there of Baldwin, and Baldwin with the giveaway coming away with the puck. And a good defensive effort as getting back was Bill Foster. Who else but Bill Foster? And Baldwin having a little bit of a discussion with a 9, Diamond Tony. And again, Blake Bride with a quick wrister and taking another penalty is going to be number 10, CJ Rankin. The Lindenwood alumni, it goes for a holding call. He's going to argue it, but it's going to go on deaf ears, and the Vail Yeti are going to get their 4th power play of the game. Rankin takes his 2nd successive penalty. This one a hold. Last time it was a slash. This one comes at the 1:15 mark. So again, you look at last night's game, and the Yeti were able to get a final, they got a goal with 5 seconds remaining. Let's see if they can do it again, as they've got the man advantage for 1:56, the play clock with 1:09 and counting.
Penalty on Misfits number 10, CJ Rankin, 2 minutes.
So Dahl with a soft pass to the right-hand side, and with speed, it's come Saylor. Saylor back behind, and Ustaski got a terrific stick on that. Sends it all the way back to the Yeti zone. And so Gavin Stoik starts up the engine. Dahl's got it. Dahl racing past Jeffrey-On, puts it in tight. Panetta couldn't get to it before Edwards covers. 38 seconds to go in this second period. We're tied 2-2. But the Yeti have an offensive zone face-off. Looks like Blake Saylor's going to take it. He's a left-handed draw. He's going to be going up against Andrew Vanek out of Western Michigan. And this time it's won by the Yeti. Having some trouble as Bond re-secures it. Bond works it back down low as he's watched by Maxwell. Moves it back over to the far side and back up to Stoik. Stoik quickly over to Dahl. Dahl moves it back below the line. Saylor's got it. Bond lurking in the bumper. Panetta's got it. Panetta fires it back over, and the thud of the pads, loose puck in tight. Panetta looking for it. So is Bond trying to push the puck in. Puck is still free. 10 seconds remaining. Coming away with the puck is Dahl. Dahl quickly back up to Stoik. We're down to 5 seconds. Stoik finds Panetta. Panetta trying to dance. There's a shot. There's a save by Edwards. Shot. Goal! Goal! We're going to get the replay. Will it go in? Shaw Hockey Productions might have it here. And the Vail Yeti score with no time on the clock. There is Andrew Bond. And Bond signaling, and they appear to be calling this a goal for the Yeti. It is going to be 3-2 Bond with a power play goal as that puck was pitballing. And let's see it one more time. Let's see if we can pick this up again. And there's the ref emphatically calling in a goal. And here's the play one more time. Panetta back over the shot. And then Bond comes in and he fires it in. Bond put that in, and boy, the Misfits want to know, was it a goal in time? Do we have it up on the clock? Shaw Hockey, perhaps we do. We'll see if we have it in between the periods. But boy, that was at the very final second. And the Yeti get a goal last night with 5 seconds remaining, and tonight with 0 seconds remaining effectively. I'm out of breath. I'm Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey Productions. We're going to take a break, and we will be back for the third and final period. And by the way, up on the scoreboard, it still says 2-2. So I think that they might be waiting.
The goal is simple. Chuck your puck, hit the bullseye, win a prize. We'll announce the winners at the top of the third period. You will need your ID. So on my count, we're going to
and having a conversation there is
5, 4,
Stevanovic,
3,
or Klanaus,
2,
Stevanovic
1,
is having a conversation with the referees. And so we'll get clarification. But the scoreboard still says 2-2. I'm Manny Furtado. We'll be back for the third and final period. Don't go away.
Also by Alpine Pizza, the best pizza spot in Lions Head, and Alpine Kind. Mountain-inspired apparel and gift shops located on the skating rink in Beaver Creek, Minturn, or in their new location in Vail Village. All right, we got about another 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done with your Chuck-a-Puck.
All right, everybody, let's make some noise. We got some free t-shirts from Bud Light and Cutwater Cocktails. You see this guy in the green jersey? He needs something to do, so make some noise. You want a free t-shirt? Brought to you in part by Cutwater and Bud Light, our official sponsor for this intermission break. All right, let's get into the mix.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No walking from the door, no smoke. And mama cooked the breakfast with no home. I got my girl home, but didn't dig out. Finally got a call from a girl, wanna dig out. Hooked it up for later as I hit the dope. Thinking, will I live another 24? I gotta go, cause I got me a drop top. And if I hit the switch, I can make that butt drop. Had to stop at a red light. Looking in my mirror, not a jacker in sight. And everything is all black. I got a beat from Kim, and she can do it all night. Calling up the homies and I'm asking y'all, which one are y'all playing basketball? Get me on the court and I'm trouble. Last week, messed around and got a triple double. Tricking brothers every way like MJ. I can't believe today was a good day. I'm trouble. I'm trouble. I'm trouble.
City's looking like a ghost town. Raindrops on the windshield. There's a storm. He's heading back from somewhere that he never should have been. Every light's burning in the house across town. She's pacing by the telephone in her favorite gown, asking for a miracle, hoping she can cry, praying against the weather that's kept her on. She set the field on fire, just cutting across the pasture. She'll have you falling for it all and leave right after. And she got a cold heart, she got a warm smile, took from the St. Claus. She got a book wild, little bit angel, whole lot of outlaw. She's trouble, but I tell you right now, y'all won't live cowgirl. Never gonna settle on down, girl. Leave you in a lonely ghost town, girl, where the sun don't rise. Rodeo for one night. Girl, you let me know, I was praying at the top.
Zamboni driver. Oh man, he's a good-looking young man, isn't he? His name is Jack. He works his butt off over here at the rink.
What you looking for? West
Give it up for Jack!
They connect. We a haters prep, but they ain't made it yet. California women, palm tree pimping. I represent the hood, always tripping. Ish talking, crip walking in the summertime. Doves in the air, banging in the sunshine.
I had four of my favorite rappers on the track. I would expect them to have some slack to sell like hell on that. I would expect them to have something like this to wait like this.
Let's welcome back your
While you were here, the fun was never ending.
punk rock in the background. The Yeti and the Misfits are back on the ice for this third and final period, and we should tell you, Shaw Hockey Productions came up with it, and yes, it was a goal before the expiration, and it was 0.7 of a second remaining. It was 0.7 of a second remaining when that goal was scored. Shaw Hockey had it, and what an incredible play. The Yeti get another last-second goal in the period. Last night they got it. They got it with 5 seconds remaining. Tonight they get it with less than a second remaining. Fresh sheet of ice out there as the Yeti are moving from left to right on your radio dial. The Misfits, and almost a giveaway in the Misfits zone. The Yeti bringing it right back in. Blake Saylor, again, with that determination, takes it in over to the far side. He's the engine that makes this Yeti top line go. Finds Bond. Bond hassled from behind, sends it back up high. Dahl tees it up, and that one goes up and out of play.
All right, fans, we have our Chuck a Puck winners. If you hear your name,
Alex Dahl, who played at St. Lawrence, had a chance to visit with him before the game. He was the captain at St. Lawrence, and then he played 118 games in the ECHL for Idaho. So Alex Dahl has had a good career here, and he continues it here with the Vail Yeti. The puck is hoisted back to the line, and just missing it there was Schultz. Schultz tried to chase it up the boards as Ustaski sends it back out to center ice. Sorum steals it away and returns it back. Sorum winds it around the boards as McCutcheon waits for it. Ustaski had stepped in from his deep position, but McCutcheon's pass beyond the reach, and I think the referees are, they want to keep this game going, so there's no icing call as DeMarco hands it off. Schultz with it. Schultz's shot got deflected and never got to the cage. And we've got another penalty. We've got a high sticking call. And we're going to see who is on, and I believe it's going to be on Scott Vargas again. So Vargas takes his second penalty of the game, and that was a high stick as he got Schultz up high. First penalty of this third period, 6th penalty of the game for the Misfits. Vargas, number 2, high sticking, 1841 is the mark. Puck rolls around back over to the far side. Rinaldo's got it. Rinaldo finds Moyer. Back to Rinaldo, top of the circle. He's got lots of open ice. Takes it, but Edwards was square to it. Makes that save. Caden Moyer again finds Rinaldo. Rinaldo creeping in, another shot. He's got Compton there. Compton fishes it out, finds Rinaldo, and back over to Moyer. Moyer and Rinaldo playing pitch and catch. Moyer's got one, and it's fought off by Edwards again. Rinaldo with the puck. Now he's pressured, and he winces there as he got a stick on the gloves there quickly. As Moyer moves down low, loses the handle, tries to recover it back. As number 5 battling there. Trying to pick that up. That was Hibbler again. Calling for the puck, and with 1 minute to go in the power play, taking the puck right back in, but moving and stripping the puck away. Here comes Luke Sandler down the right-hand side. Sandler tries to move to the middle and taken off by Gavin Stoik. Stoik, a heady defensive play. Stoik takes it in, a little toe drag move, the big defenseman on his forehand, and Dahl's shot. What a blast as Dahl wound up. Seemingly had all day as Gavin Stoik takes it from center ice into the Misfits zone. A little toe drag move. You don't expect that from the big 6'3" defenseman, but boy, does he have some hands. 40 seconds to go in Vargas's penalty. And holding that line in, and the Chicago squad says no, it came out. And so the linesman agrees. Chicago had a pretty good view of it. Diamond Tony versus a matching 9. That's Bill Foster, and Foster wins the faceoff. Dahl again tries to work through a couple, but he gets pinched off the puck, and with 25 seconds remaining in the power play, the Yeti retreat to behind Eric Anderson's cage. And over on the far side, that's Danny Perez. Perez gets stood up, and it's going to be a slashing call. And back down low, and there's a fight as Perez is getting into it. Perez goes down as Perez gets tackled by Diamond Tony. Perez back to his skates, but he's being held off. And Blake Bride, a matching 10, along with C.J. Rankin, but I think Brian Wisely backs out of that, but he had McCutcheon right behind him. McCutcheon 6'5", keeping peace there. And there goes Bill Foster. And you wouldn't want any other person than Bill Foster in there to come to your defense, because he'll jump right in, and he did on that. As Perez went after his man, and then Perez got jumped by, I believe it was Diamond Tony. And let's see who's going to the box here. I think it is. So Diamond Tony and Perez going after each other. Perez, I should say, going after Diamond Tony. Oh, you gotta love it. So Diamond Tony and Perez in the box, and now Perez is being escorted. And Perez wants another piece of Sandler, but he's being held off now. And Perez is hot. Perez trying to get away from the referee. And Perez is being escorted out. The Chicago fans waving. The Yeti fans just loving and eating this up. Yeti fans climbing the glass in front of the scorer's box. And Bill Foster appears to be taking a... Is he going to the box, or is he just over there as the captain? So let's see what happens. You saw Perez go in, and then Perez went after one. I don't know if we can go back to the replay of the fight. I mean, we might have it here. And it wasn't really much of a fight. Here comes Shaw Hockey. So there you see Perez, and Perez is there with Sandler. And he grabs Sandler and takes him down. And then helping things out. And then Diamond Tony came in and tackled Perez, as John Waghorn was there as well. And so Perez had grabbed Sandler, and then Waghorn grabbed Perez, and then Diamond Tony piled on. And that's what brought in Bill Foster. So the referees having an extended conversation with the scorer's box, the scoring officials over on the far side. You know, that's got to be tough. The scoring official is also playing some EDM music here. He's playing his own thing, and he's trying to score. This is classic Yeti hockey. You gotta love the passion. There you got Nick Ustaski, big 6'3", Lawrence University, getting the explanation. Bill Foster doing the same. Foster has been here since 2013. He's seen his share of scraps on the ice. And so Caden Moyer, who's got a shiner from last night's fight with Sebastian Jeffrion, and Jeffrion has a pretty good shiner as well. They clocked each other. And in fact, they both have it in their left eye. So Moyer is going to serve 2 for Danny Perez. Perez is out of the game. So there goes your fourth line. So Moyer will serve it. And Diamond Tony is in the box. as he joins Scott Vargas. Vargas has 10 seconds remaining in his penalty. So we've got a 4-on-3 for another couple of seconds here. And then all of a sudden, here comes, almost forgetting to come out of the box a few seconds late there. And the shot, the drive from the left point. Puck is fed back up to the point, and stepping in is Dahl. Dahl with the puck on his blade. Takes it on the edge of the circle and settles things back as he delivers it back to Bill Foster. Foster centering feed, tough pass to play for Blake Bride. Puck back over. Gavin Stoik. Stoik being watched, and Stoik takes a nasty shot in and putting his hand up with CJ Rankin. Stoik went into the boards, nasty, and so Rankin is going to go to the box. Rankin just put his hand up and said, "I did it." Everybody saw it, and so Stoik, mild-mannered, draws the penalty, so the Yeti are going to get a power play here, and this is number 7 for the game. As Rankin, I don't think Rankin intended to do any harm. He just meant to give him a good shove, but he just caught Stoik in an awkward situation. Stoik didn't look to retaliate or anything, so we'll just say Rankin with a cross-check, 16:05, 2 minutes up on the board. Yeti's got Saylor along with Dom Panetta and Dahl and Andrew Bond out there, that top line. So you get your top line along with Dahl. And then there's Saylor trying to dig it out from Sandler. He does so, sends it back over. Bond's shot and a diving save by Edwards. Edwards was diving towards the puck. Edwards has made a nice recovery from sort of that second period where he was wincing and trying to move that left knee, but he is back. And he has looked sharp as he had to make that save. Andrew Bond was all alone over on the far side. Let's see, we've got Saylor again with Sandler. Sandler was laying on that puck, and Saylor was giving him the business back from behind. Here we go, back to the live action as sprinting back to center, to the center stripe. The pass across, Bond delivers it back. Dahl's got it, back to Bond. Bond's shot, save, and it's quickly sent the length of the ice by Paschal. Bond spinning over on the far side, pivots into the Misfits zone as Blake Saylor's calling for it in the bumper, sends it back up high, now to Saylor as it goes through the wickets. And getting the puck is Vargas, as Vargas pitchforks it back out to center. Dahl takes it into the zone, stops on a dime, delivers it back over to DeMarco. DeMarco's cross-ice feed right in tight as he was looking for Dom Panetta. And now sprinting out is Tyler Brickler. Brickler will rag some time off. He gets a shot on goal and looks to pick up that puck, but it's stripped off his stick. And here comes DeMarco. Ben DeMarco, the Lawrence University alumni, with 43 seconds to go in the power play. Delivers it back behind to Schultz. Schultz with some patience finds Stoik straight ahead. Stoik delivers it back over to Schultz, top of the circle and in front. And apparently DeMarco got tied up with with Edwards. Caden Edwards went down. And DeMarco arguing his point, but it's going to fall on deaf ears. So the last 32 seconds of Rankin's penalty time is washed out. We're going to go 4-on-4 as DeMarco heads to the box at the 14:36 mark. So we'll get 32 seconds of 4-on-4 action. Could play to the Misfits' advantage. They trail by 1 as Sorum goes down, and then also going down, Stevanovic with a couple of hard sticks over there on the far side. The crowd wanted a penalty. They're not going to get it as Schultz tries to deliver a check in on Stevanovic. Stevanovic shakes it off, and walking in is Gavin Stoik. Stoik protecting the puck with that long reach as he's got a man on the far side, but Stoik sauces it back over to the near side. Finds Rinaldo. Rinaldo back down deep for Schultz, and Schultz having some trouble with it. Schultz continues to battle out of the corner. Schultz, who played at Utica, and Schultz continues to have his way as he battles a couple of Misfits. Misfits were finally able to poke it back out to center, and with some speed, walking it up as Travis Maxwell puts it into the corner back behind Eric Anderson's cage, puts one right in front. Misfits haven't had a lot of opportunities here in this third and final period. Eric Anderson has been a little bit cold there. They don't keep track of shots on goal here, but there hasn't been much. And now the Yeti fans and the Chicago fans are getting into it here in front of us. It's always entertaining, not only on the ice, but up in the stands here. We're at the 13:32 mark of this third period, and it's a one-goal game. Terrific weekend of hockey here for all the fans, and we welcome all of our streaming viewers as there is Ustaski. Ustaski takes it into the zone. The captain, his shot was deadened as it never got through, and the puck is picked up by Diamond Tony. Diamond Tony delivers it back up high. Luke Sandler waiting as he's got time. Ustaski working it down low. Ustaski, the big man, spinning and pivoting out of the corner. They're on power play time right now. Puck is moved back over to Sandler. Sandler's wrister through the slot goes unanswered. We're down to 17 seconds remaining. Sandler's got the puck on his blade, sends it through, and again, a high stick, and the Yeti are going to go back to the box as the Misfits will continue on the power play. A shovel shot from the far side, and going down and getting hit in the head there was Eric Anderson. Eric Anderson sprawled out as he got nailed right in the head, and it might have been his own man. We're going to take a look at the replay. Here we go. And there it is, as Anderson in a vulnerable position, and Sandler caught him with the hip, and again, I don't think it was intentional by any means. But Eric Anderson sprawled out, and there is, and we're going to see there was a high stick, and it was on Caden Moyer. So Moyer gives the Misfits their second consecutive power play. Moyer in the box, so with 5 seconds remaining in DeMarco's penalty, DeMarco awaits. 5-on-3 for 5 seconds. So let's set the stage for you here as you have Zach Diamond Tony as he's along with, I was going to say Ustaski, but it's not. I got to remember that's Brickler. Meanwhile, walking in from the right point was Jeffrey On. Jeffrey On's shot ricochets back over. Diamond Tony, DeMarco is back out there. And the puck back down low finds Sandler up high. Sandler soccer style. Ricochet, and here's Ustaski's shot as Ustaski broke a twig, and DeMarco's got some open ice. But DeMarco wisely moves it back and rags time off the clock as he finds it back to Rinaldo. And holding it back over on the far side, and a long pass by McCutcheon catches the stick of Blake Bride. Blake Bride on the forecheck gets taken down, and he gets taken down with the stick, and Vargas is going to go to the box again. That is his third penalty, as Blake Bride's hustle created that penalty. So Moyer's penalty is now going to get washed out. We got a minute 18. We're just going back and forth. We've got 4-on-4 action with Vargas taking a high sticking penalty. The 8th penalty of the game for the Misfits. And this one comes at the 11:58 mark. So again, a minute 18 of 4-on-4 action. As Caden Moyer, his penalty, he sits in the box, his high sticking penalty. So both Moyer and Vargas are in the box, serve 2 for high sticking apiece. And that's going to be an icing call as we're on 4-on-4 action. You can't, so we're even strength at this point. As Diamond Tony wins the face-off, or excuse me, that was Bill Foster, excuse me. Foster won that face-off and got a shot off. Back over to Stoik, one-timer! Blake Bride was right there. Blake Bride with a terrific shot. Bright spinning out of the corner, one-hands it, tries to get it back over, but Maxwell was there. Bright continues to battle, and the puck is poked free and sent the distance. As we've got 40 seconds to go in Moyer's penalty. So there'll be 40 seconds of 4-on-4 action. And then another 43 seconds of power play time for the Yeti. Gavin Stoik softly puts it over to Panetta. Panetta trying to hold his man off with the shoulder as he holds him off, and here's a shot right in front. Stepping in was Bond. Bond was in the slot. Back over to Stoik. Stoik drags it as he walks from left to right along the blue line. Stoik with the long stick, works it back below the line, looks for help, finds it up high in Dahl. Dahl with a quick shot, tipped in front. Bond was there and covered by Edwards. Edwards hangs on to that. So 10 seconds to go in the 4-on-4 action. And then 43 seconds of power play time for the Yeti. Max McCutcheon, the big defenseman, is out there, and McCutcheon has to back out of the zone as having some trouble with it was Bond on the far side, but Bond was chased out of the zone, and so we'll do it again with the faceoff just outside of the Misfits blue line. Over on the far side, and again stepping in is Jeffrey on, and the puck is picked up and walking in. Here comes Saylor. Bond gets a shot with the quick hands at ricochet as Ustaski unable to clear it, and the Yeti are back to a power play, and now stepping on the ice is Rinaldo. And so the pass, or the shot, from the point, and that one hit a body, ricocheted, and a good reaction save by Edwards. We get another look at it as Saylor moved it up, and there was the shot from McCutcheon, and it hits Jeffrey on's stick. And you watch that misdirection. That could be the hardest play for a goalie, to pick that puck up off that. But Edwards was able to, and speeding back behind the Misfits cage was Panetta to pick up the puck. As McCutcheon slings it back over to the far side. Rinaldo's got it over on the far side, finds Bond, back to Rinaldo, and he finds back over to McCutcheon. McCutcheon with a fake slap shot. Sends it back to Saylor, back over to Rinaldo. Rinaldo down lower to Bond. Bond with 11 seconds remaining in the power play, running out of real estate. Back down below the line, it's Saylor. Saylor, the back feed shot, goal! 2-goal lead! Panetta scores from Saylor, and it is a power play goal! 4-2 Yeti! You see Saylor sells that he's going behind the cage, but instead he sends a back feed. And watch this, Panetta releases, he finds the open space, Saylor fights him, and he goes up and over Edwards' shoulder. It is 4-2 Yeti. And that goes as a power play goal. The second power play goal of the game. So Saylor and Bond pick up assists. It is 4-2, 2 power play goals for the Yeti as they have capitalized on their opportunities. As Jeffrey on takes a hard shot, it's fought off by Anderson. We should say Anderson never left the game there. As Sorum with the puck over on the far side, he's being chased there by Sam Assman. Sorum sprints out, delivers a little back feed, and the pass, or the shot by Schultz, is deflected up and into the netting. The Vail Yeti with a 2-goal lead and 9:18 to go. So the Misfits looking for an answer here. Coach Ustaski has got to be looking who's got a goal. My money is on Stevanovic. If they can spring Stevanovic, somehow get him in the slot, and here comes Diamond Tony as he fights Sandler over on the far side. Sandler, who had 2 goals last night, has been quiet tonight, unable to get on the board as he fanned a little bit on that and overskates it. That might have been their opportunity. But the Misfits with an offensive zone face-off here. Diamond Tony will take it. Brickler in the slot, and the puck escapes the zone. And I didn't see the penalty, but there was a penalty apparently called, and that was on interference on the Yeti. And there's a shot from the right point. So we'll try and pick this up here. It's an interference penalty. And the Yeti almost break it out shorthanded. The Misfits recover. Caden Moyer is there. As Ustaski taken off of it, battling with Moyer. Does Moyer really want to take on Ustaski? I don't think he's afraid of anybody here. And Ustaski lumbers back to pick up the puck with 1:10 remaining in the power play. Ustaski's pass intercepted. Ronaldo's got it. McCutcheon holds and sails one 200 feet. The pass to Foster. Foster tries to pick it up, but Vargas uses the body. What a check as Blake Bride puts his man into the boards. The puck goes up and out of play. That was Tony Klanowski that took a huge check from Blake Bride. Bride isn't the biggest. He's only 5'11". But boy, he's got timing with his hits and his speed as he put his man into the boards. That was Klanowski again. We should mention it's Gerhardt in the box, if you were wondering, for the Yeti. There's a drive from Vargas. McCutcheon on his backhand. McCutcheon holds on to it and looks for a man on the far side, but send it to the center ice. Misfits steal the puck, take it back into the zone, and the shot by Vargas as that was tipped up high by Blake Bride. Vargas goes down, and McCutcheon again pins Vargas up against the boards. McCutcheon is a big man. I should say he's a tall man. He's not particularly huge, but he plays a physical game out there as you see him with the puck. And he sidesteps Vargas's check. Puck goes the distance. Edwards floats one all the way back. Beautiful pass to Stevanovic. We talked about Stevanovic needing to get on track. He's got the puck. He takes the shot, and that one had a chance. Anderson makes the save. Stevanovic looking for the puck, waiting for it in front of the goal, but it's not going to come, and Blake Saylor sprints away from everyone. Saylor delivers it back! The shot! The goal! What a pass by Saylor! Panetta connects! It is a 3-goal lead! Dom Panetta, a left-handed shot, was coming down the right-hand side, and Panetta puts it on, and it tips it up and over Edwards. Let's take a look at that replay one more time. You see Edwards, and just with that speed, here's where Saylor's speed is so dangerous. He's just able to get it back. You know he's going to pass it across, and you can't do anything about it. Panetta from Saylor, and making it 5-2. Panetta. And Bond gets an assist as well. So that trio connects on not only the power play goal, but that goal making it 4-2 and 5-2. And so here we go with 6:15 to go in the contest. And there is Sandler. And Sandler turned around and said, "Yep, you got me." Sandler's got a little frustration going here. He's worked his butt off, but the Yeti now with a 3-goal lead and 6 minutes to go. Sandler back in the box. The 9th penalty. I've run out of room to take notes on all of this. 6:08 to go in the contest, and the Yeti can kill another 2 minutes on the power play. And they would like nothing more than to put maybe another one on as DeMarco with the puck. Gets tied up but is able to get it back up to Stoik. Stoik slings it back over to Dahl, and Dahl's shot, and poking it in is Sorum. Sorum scores, and the rout is on. It is 6-2, and you could just feel the wind out of the sails. And for Coach Nick Ustaski, it's got to be disappointing. They played one heck of a game. Tough play for Sandler. Sandler is out. Another power play goal. As Sorum scores this one, 6-2. Third power play goal of the game for the Yeti. And the crowd is getting their money's worth here tonight if you're the Yeti fans. .552 to go in this contest. And at this point, Chicago, let's see if what they've got left, as Schultz looking for more. The Yeti smell blood in the water. And let's see if they keep the pressure on with a 4-goal lead with 5 minutes to go. As Hibbler, that was Paschal trying to move the puck out. Gavin Stoik gets tied up, and coming away with it is Stevanovic. Stevanovic takes it in, but Stevanovic on his backhand, unable to elevate it. Eric Anderson was there. Bouncing puck. Dahl's got it. Dahl's got those sweet hands. And Dahl's just going to rag some time off here. Dahl with 4:56 to go. Takes that long pass, knocked down there by Sandler. Wraps it around and all the way back in, and Eric Anderson thinks twice, and he's going to hang on to it. He's got 4:46 to go as he looks up at the clock. The crowd has enjoyed this. They've been entertained not only on the ice, but in the stands. You can see them dancing around right now. This is Vail Yeti hockey. What a terrific product that Kyle Forte has brought to this valley and put on the ice. Entertaining. The food is terrific. The beer is affordable. And the action is end to end. Trunco on the forecheck, continues to battle, peels the puck away, and Trunco's got it. Trunco right in front, looking for Compton. Compton with a pass into the slot. Trunco with a shot and a goal. It is 7-2. Turn out the lights. The Yeti have salted this thing away a couple of goals ago. Trunco scores 7-2. I don't have any more room to write more goals on. And for Chicago, Ustaski says, let's finish strong, boys. Chicago strong. We didn't fly out here to give up 4 goals here in this final third period. 3 power play goals. Actually, 5. It's hard to determine it here. They entered the period 3-2. Off that last second goal by Bond, and again, was that the pivotal moment, was the last second goal in that second period. And tumbling in front of the cage and scoring a goal was Jeffrey On. So Jeffrey On gets one for Chicago, and the Chicago crowd has got something to cheer about finally in this third period. And it'll be 7-3. See Jeffrey On drag the puck across the crease. Anderson sprawling, and the backhander in the back of the cage. Of course, Shaw Hockey Productions has got this on replay. Nice play by Jeffrey On as he was going down. I don't know that the puck ever went in. Shaw Hockey is, let's look at that one more time. Can we pull that back up? I know we've got live action, but let's pull it back up and perhaps we see it one more time. I don't know if it went in. Jeffrey On dragging the puck across. You see it, it goes 5-hole. Now I don't see the puck in, and sweeping the leg. I don't know if that puck ever went in. It's elementary at this point. It might have been, and we just don't have the camera up above the net. And that would be the version that we need to see as a sprawling save is made by Edwards. And if we had the camera directly above, Shock, can you get that for next year? It was close. We're going to give it to Chicago at this point, 7-3. Jeffrey On gets the goal for effort there. And you got to love this. You got Stevanovic on the bench trying to throw a puck to one of the crowds. He's got some of the young crowd there, and back behind the cage and battling again was Diamond Tony, along with this time Blake Saylor. And Diamond Tony and Saylor, and they're tied up, and I think both of them realize this probably isn't worth it. Besides, the play continues over at the far side again. Gerhardt is holding off his man, and it's getting a little testy down there. That was Tyler Brickler who got that shot off. And again, Diamond Tony lines up and doesn't even go after it. Saylor wins that face-off, and with 2:45 to go, I think both would like to get out of here. And there, one more time, and there was, over on the far side was Dom Pineda. Dom Pineda got tossed like a rag doll. CJ Rankin gave him a pretty good shot. And Dom Pineda went down like a piñata there. Gerhardt loses an edge, but he got the pass off. Diamond Tony sends a seam pass, but it's beyond the reach. And Sandler trying to track down the puck as it goes into the Yeti bench. And Spencer Gold gets to catch one. Here as he's the backup tonight. He started last night, but he had to leave the game. And so tonight, Eric Anderson gets the call. We're down to the final 2:20. As CJ Rankin over on the far side, the pass is picked off as DeMarco calls offsides on himself. As he leaves the puck. Sorum, Sauce. DeMarco's got it. DeMarco stops at the top of the circle. Schultz feathers it back through. McCutcheon with the shot. The rebound on the far side. Sorum, spinning shot. And again, bodies down. As who do we have? We've got Schultz down at the bottom of that pile. Meanwhile, Jeffrey On has the puck sliced off his stick. And all alone, Jeffrey On's down low. Jeffrey On, the backhander, and the save by Anderson. As Jeffrey On found himself all alone back behind the Yeti defense. As the Yeti got caught napping, that puck deflected. Schultz delivers a pass back to Sorum. Sorum's backhander finds Schultz. Schultz behind the cage, holding on with 1:13 to go. Another back feed right through the slot. Sorum's there. Gets tied up by Hibble. He's taken off the puck. And we are down to 1 minute of action. Ustaski, the sheriff, with a nice little sauce, and that almost got the stick of Vargas. Vargas had a chance. Stevanovic in the corner as Stevanovic battling with Moyer. Moyer's not going to give up the puck right in front, the shot. And the whistle blown as Ustaski steps in looking for the loose puck. And one more time. There is so much spit and grit in Caden Moyer. Moyer, who goes about 5'9", always looking to pick the fight, and Ustaski shows some restraint. With 42 seconds to go. Walking out, Paschal, up ice. And Stevanovic working it off the wall, sends one right into the slot. Picked up by Dahl, and Dahl weaves his way through. He's gonna rag perhaps the rest of the time off, or he sends it back up to Baldwin, and Baldwin will send it in. That's gonna do it. We're down to the final 9 seconds to go. And a little pressure there by Adam Trunco. And one more time, the Yeti win. They have won 4 straight over the Misfits. This time 7-3. So the Misfits, who in this game, they were close, but it was early. And it was 2-2 as the Misfits got 2 goals in the second to tie things up, and we thought we were gonna go to the third tied at 2. But Bond's goal with 7/10 of a second, we should tell you that we did have it on Shaw Hockey Productions. 7/10 of a second in that second period when that goal was scored by Bond. And perhaps that was it. One more time. A last second goal at the end of a period is the difference maker here tonight as the Yeti went on a streak thereafter. And the Yeti win going away 7-3. And there is the shot, and you see it on Shaw Hockey. You see the puck in the net, and if you zoom in, you see the 7/10 of a second up on the board. So, in fact, it was a good call. It was a good goal. And the Yeti win this one 7-3. They take 4 straight. I'm Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey. Thank you for watching, and thank you to all the Chicago fans for tuning in this weekend and making this weekend terrific for everybody. Congratulations to the Yeti, and congratulations to the Misfits coming out here for a 2nd straight year. We look forward to seeing you folks back here for a 3rd year. Good night. Final score 7-3 Yeti.